idea of a smaller, more accessible version of the Mercedes G-Class has circulated within the industry for more than a decade. Internal studies reportedly began in the mid-2010s as Mercedes-Benz observed rising demand for compact premium SUVs with strong brand identity. The original G-Class remained highly successful, but its size, cost, and emissions profile limited its reach in many markets. By the early 2020s, tightening regulations and shifting consumer preferences made a compact alternative more strategically attractive. Development of the so-called Mini-G gained momentum after Mercedes committed to electrification and modular vehicle platforms. Supply chain disruptions and software integration challenges caused moderate delays during the global pandemic period. By 2024, prototypes were being tested in Europe and selected Asian markets. The 2026 model year now represents the first realistic window for a coordinated global launch. Pricing expectations for the 2026 Mercedes MiniG Class 4x4 reflect its position as an entry point to the G-Class family. In Europe, analysts expect starting prices between €45,000 and €50,000. In the United States, estimates suggest a base price near $50,000 before options. Asian markets may see slightly lower entry pricing due to localized production incentives. This places the Mini-G above mainstream compact SUVs but below the traditional G-Wagon. Mercedes appears to be targeting customers who value brand heritage without extreme luxury premiums. Optional packages and powertrain upgrades will likely raise transaction prices significantly. Overall value will depend on perceived durability, resale strength, and long-term operating costs. The G-Class name carries a unique legacy within the Mercedes portfolio. Originally developed in the late 1970s for military and utility use, it built a reputation for rugged reliability. Over time, it evolved into a luxury status symbol without abandoning its basic architecture. The Mini-G attempts to translate this heritage into a more modern and efficient form. Mercedes has emphasized maintaining visual continuity and functional credibility. Long-term reliability will remain central to customer expectations. The brand understands that compromising durability would undermine the G-Class identity. Therefore, engineering priorities appear focused on structural integrity and drivetrain robustness. The 2026 Mini-G is expected to use a modified version of Mercedes' modular compact platform. This architecture underpins several crossovers and sedans within the company's lineup. However, significant reinforcements are added for off-road and load-bearing applications. High-strength steel and aluminum composites are used extensively in the body structure. This approach balances weight control with torsional rigidity. Unlike the traditional ladder frame G-Class, the Mini-G uses a unibody construction. While this reduces extreme off-road capability, it improves efficiency and ride comfort. For most buyers, this compromise reflects real-world usage patterns. Exterior design closely references the iconic proportions of the larger G-Class. The Mini-G retains a boxy silhouette, upright windshield, and flat body panels. Circular headlamps and exposed door hinges are reinterpreted in a modern context. Aerodynamic efficiency is improved through subtle shaping and underbody management. Panel gaps and surface finishes reflect contemporary Mercedes manufacturing standards. Despite its smaller size, visual presence remains intentionally assertive. Designers avoided excessive ornamentation to preserve functional clarity. The result is a compact vehicle that remains immediately recognizable. Dimensionally, the Mini-G sits within the premium subcompact SUV segment. Overall length is expected to be approximately 4,300 mm. Width should approach 1,800 mm including mirrors. Height remains relatively tall to preserve interior headroom and visibility. Wheelbase measurements suggest competitive rear passenger space. Compared to vehicles like the BMW X1 or Audi Q3, it appears slightly taller. Ground clearance exceeds typical urban crossovers. These proportions support light off-road use and urban practicality. Powertrain offerings will vary by region and regulatory environment. Base models are expected to use a turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol engine. Output figures near 200 horsepower appear likely for entry variants. Diesel options may remain available in selected European markets. Hybrid versions using mild or plug-in systems are planned. A fully electric variant is under internal evaluation for later introduction. All-wheel drive will be standard on most trims. Automatic transmissions with adaptive off-road programming are expected. Efficiency remains a major focus due to global emission standards. Hybrid systems help reduce fleet average carbon output. Regenerative braking and advanced thermal management improve real-world consumption. In urban conditions, mild hybrids can operate with reduced engine load. Plug-in versions may offer limited electric-only driving capability. These configurations are designed to satisfy European and Asian regulations. In North America, efficiency improvements support compliance rather than incentives. Overall, Mercedes aims to balance performance with long-term regulatory stability. Interior design follows contemporary Mercedes digital architecture. A wide infotainment display integrates driver information and navigation functions. Physical controls are reduced but not eliminated entirely. Materials emphasize durability alongside perceived quality. Rear seating prioritizes versatility over luxury. Cargo capacity remains competitive for the segment. Advanced driver assistance systems are standard across most markets. Software update capability supports long-term functionality. Within Mercedes' global lineup, the Mini-G occupies a strategic middle ground. It sits above entry-level crossovers but below flagship SUVs. This placement targets younger professionals and urban families. It also appeals to traditional G-Class admirers seeking lower operating costs. Fleet and corporate buyers may find it suitable for specialized roles. Export markets benefit from its adaptable configuration options. Long-term success will depend on reliability and market acceptance. The 2026 Mercedes MiniG Class 4x4 represents an attempt to reinterpret tradition for modern mobility demands.